going on, everybody? Kenan here, and today we have a special treat for you. We're going to actually be taking a look at my buddies from Aquascape. We're going to be hanging out with Greg. Greg, say hello to everybody real quick.
Hello.
We're going to hang out with some of his amazing Aquascapes contractors and pond builders, and we're going to learn a little bit about some of the magnificent waterscapes that they design. It's going to be a fun day. We're going to also have a little bit more to show you later on. We're going to get into some Jeeps. We're going to do a little off-roading. But today it's a little bit learning about how to make beautiful, eco-friendly water features. Our animal mission is simple: education in action, conservation in action. This is Kamp Kenan. Anyone who knows me knows that I never get tired of looking out on beautiful vistas in beautiful places. They also know how geeked out I can get over natural landscape projects and the people who create them. That's why this incredible 1,000-foot man-made stream in Big Bear, California has got my mind spinning about things I can do at the camp. All right, so we're hanging out with Ed Ballou from Aquascapes. He's their chief mad scientist, and we're actually standing on a filtration system that you've developed, that you have a patent on.
Yep.
So talk to me a little bit about what's happening here, because I know a lot of the people that watch our show love to know about how they can make water quality really good.
Sure.
So this is doing.
This is the heart of the whole system. So basically what this is, it's an upflow constructed wetland filter.
Okay.
So what we have is do a big giant excavation. We have this unit here is a clean out. It's called a snorkel. So that allows us maintenance to clean out sediments periodically, usually once a year. Down at the bottom of that, that's 4 feet deep, there's a water distribution network on the bottom. So we have all of our pumps pumping high velocity water into the bottom.
Okay.
Sedimentation chamber, so that allows all the little fine sediments and stuff to fall out. Then the water flows up through specific grades of gravel. That gravel is seeded with bacteria, enzymes, microorganisms, and then we put it with different types of aquatic plants. Those plants send the roots all the way down into that gravel bed. Interesting thing about aquatic plants is they pump oxygen from the leaves down inside of the root system, because otherwise they'll like normal trees don't do that. Normal terrestrial plants don't. So these pump oxygen down in the bottom, hyperoxygenates that root zone, bacteria and all that stuff, scrub out all of the organic waste, the nitrogen, the phosphates, all the stuff that causes bad water quality. So this system, the dirtier it gets, the better it actually filters.
The better it is, because it's feeding those microorganisms.
Exactly.
And then, when we move on, you'll see there's different, elevation changes, and that's also mixing up the water and creating oxygenation as well, right?
Exactly. That's the whole thing. So we're basically trying to mimic a mountain stream.
Cool.
So you go up into headwaters of streams, you got little springs in different areas and things like that. This is exactly what's happening in nature. Awesome. And then from here, we're oxygenating it. So because of all that biological action, it actually sucks oxygen out of the water. So that's why we always have a series of waterfalls immediately after the wetland filter to re-oxygenate the water to keep that cycle moving.
That's so awesome, man. There's so much more to see. We're going to get on it. Let's do it. I'll follow you. Okay, so I'm here with the contractor slash artist who created this amazing aquascape out here in Big Bear, California, Bernie Cook-Valite. Now, Bernie, start to finish, how long did this build take? I know you did it in a couple of different phases.
Yeah, we did it actually in 4 phases, and we got it took about 10 years to do the whole thing.
10 years?
Yeah.
So you started when?
2001.
So every rock you guys placed.
Yeah, there was virtually no rock on the property when we started.
No way. Now that's incredible, man. Here's something. Go ahead.
We brought in about 3,000 tons of rock and boulders.
No way. And you know how not difficult to find the rock though here in the mountains, is it?
No. In fact, all the rock was harvested from a construction project that was only about 3 miles away.
Perfect. Good deal. So you just trucked it in, and here, you know, but I just look at something like this and think about, you know, the effort it takes to place every rock. Now, a lot of these boulders are moved by heavy machinery.
Yeah.
But most, wouldn't you say, are placed by hand?
Well, yeah, a big percentage of them.
Okay.
But we used a lot of real big rock here, rocks that weigh, you know, 5, 6, 7,000 pounds or more. Some of them.
Now,
sometimes it would take both of my backhoes to set one rock. You know?
So here's an interesting, I like this actually, because what we're looking at right here, it gives the illusion that it's actually one pond, but what we're standing on this bridge is actually a dam, right?
Right.
So, you know, was that built into your design? You know, did you plan on that?
Yeah, because this pond over on this side was phase 1.
Okay.
And this was our first pond that we built. And this was phase 3.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
And so, no, actually this was phase 4. And we wanted it to look like it was the same pond, but it's going to be a nightmare to figure out all the hydrology and all that stuff and the pumping. So we decided to make it 2 separate systems, but we wanted it to look like the same. So we built a dam here.
Okay.
And we have a skimmer and pumps for this system underneath this bridge. And then,
can you show it to us?
Yeah, it's right here.
Whoa, this is cool.
That's a great place to hide it.
Look at that. So there it is. It's functional. It goes into the trap. You just lift it out, get rid of any leaf debris, but there you got your pumps drawing the water in. And then these pumps, I would imagine, go back up that way.
They go all the way up to the wetland filtration system at the top.
Wow. And so that wetland filtration system is basically handling this entire pond.
Right.
Okay, so keeping this one clean, how are you doing that?
Okay, well that starts with a wetland filtration system that we have up here.
Okay.
And this stream comes down, empties into this pond, which empties into a pond over there and a pond below that.
So.
And then down at the bottom we have a 20,000 gallon reservoir to try to capture extra water when it rains. That reservoir doesn't have to be full for this to function, so we can collect extra water.
That's really good
when it rains.
That's important. Being out here in California, water is a commodity, and it's a valuable resource that you got to use sparingly. So, you know, just looking at all the different terrain, you know, when you came in here and designed it, you looked at the terrain and you thought, all right, we can work with what Mother Nature already has here. Wild. Here's the reservoir, and the reservoir has plant life. And does that in any way help with the water quality and clarity?
Oh, yeah. Because all these plants, in fact, this is all watercress grown in here right now. Pretty overgrown right now. You go in and harvest that and take some home and
eat it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
But yeah, so we have a lot of plants growing, aquatic plants growing, because they help consume nutrients. And the more nutrients you consume, there's less nutrients for it to grow algae.
Gotcha.
So
just how many feet of stream is this whole project?
The whole project, all the phases combined, about 1,000 feet of stream, and we have 7 ponds.
Incredible.
How long did it take?
10 years.
Yep.
Wow.
Over different phases. He couldn't afford to do the whole thing all at once, you know.
Kenan, you could put a lot of turtles in something
I
like
could
this.
put a lot of turtles in here, Bernie. We would do some western pond turtles, which are native to California and are endangered. But this is great, man. I just love to see this and see different ideas. And it really is an artistic endeavor as well as a constructive one. So you must enjoy that aspect of it as well. And you're also a welder fabricator. You weld.
Yeah.
So there's just a lot of talents have come together to produce this amazing ecosystem, essentially. And now we're gonna go mess around in some Jeeps, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'm pretty stoked.
Yeah.
Bernie likes nature, he likes ponds, and he likes Jeeps. This is a guy I can hang with. Let's go do it, man. So the day just keeps getting better and better, man. We're hanging out with Robert. I don't know your last name.
It's Otwell.
There you go.
Yes, sir.
And we are in his totally custom Toyota Tacoma, which I'm pretty psyched about. Well, we're basically going through some really cool habitat. Is this high desert? What is this?
This would be a chaparral high desert.
Okay. We've been talking trucks. As you know, I want to build the ultimate reptile rescue vehicle. So this is a lot of fun. It's an education for me. And I get to be out in nature, man. Sick, man. So we're going to join up with the rest of the guys down here. And we'll show you some cool vehicles. I think you guys will dig it. This off-road caravan we're in has Jeep JKs, CJs, and Robert's 2001 Tacoma. These guys are no joke. Robert is a custom fabricator who builds these trucks for a living. And Bernie's son Owen is a fabricator for Icon Vehicle Dynamics. These guys know their stuff, and they're not afraid to put these vehicles to the test. Boy made it through the obstacle. Got a little what I like to call sphincter puckering situation right there. It's our turn. We can do this, people! Yeah! All right, man. Awesome. Oh my God. Being alive is a lot of fun. Here we go. One of these kids is doing his own thing. We're going. I don't know what we're doing. There's Tom. This is not the muds of Florida right now. Oh my God. Listen to her creaking. She's creaking. This is his daily driver. What's wrong with this guy? Yo! Come on, girl. Come on, girl. You can do it. Yeehaw! We're up. Come on, baby. So this is a lot of fun, man. This is a great education for me because, guys, I love off-roading. Off-roading brings you where the animals are.
That's right.
And you know, all these guys, the great thing is this is a designated trail. They stay on the trail. It's not hurting the environment. They go slow. We're not tearing things up. So erosion's at a minimum. So I'm really psyched to be out here with these guys. They definitely respect the trail, respect nature too. Just a normal day. I've had permagrin for 3 hours now. All right, so we had an amazing day out here. Bernie, thank you so much. It was awesome. We learned about pond building. We got some off-roading done. Greg, man, thanks for bringing us out.
I knew you would love it, right?
I know, man.
What, we met
no
3 weeks
way.
ago?
3 weeks ago. He's got me out in California in the gnarliest off-road situations I've ever been in. This is not South Florida mud. Rob, dude, you got a friend in me, man.
Awesome.
This guy loves tacos. He loves Toyotas. And Ed, thanks, man, for riding in the back seat with us. We're having a lot of good. We got to now get this vehicle off this rock. So I figured now's a good time for us to end the episode, man. Sick. We'll see you soon, man.